Hi friends, I'm very happy to see Mr. Andrew So, who arrived all the way from Singapore. We were together at the airport. I picked him up midnight, and I was very happy to see him in transit from the airport to his hotel. I could learn so many things within the short span. This means that we are looking ahead for a good sharing of knowledge. He is an authority on ornamental life fishes. I would like to ask Mr. Andrew So as to how you feel coming to India, although you have come earlier for some other occasion, how you feel coming to India for this grand competition.
I've always liked to come to India because India is something like my second home. In the global travel, I think the amount of time and the man-hour clocked in each country, India is the one that accumulates a lot of time. So I feel comfortable.
Oh, great. We are happy about this. Coming back to the venue, now that you have seen the venue, how do you think that the level of arrangement that is done, is it in international standards or we need much more improvement? What is it that what is your view on this?
I think it's a good achievement because many of the competitions in the world started with very small numbers of fish, maybe 80, 100, and you can achieve 140 plus. It's a great achievement. And I think the discus hobby in Mumbai needs this boost, to create awareness and to create love for discus.
And let's say it's for India, because Mumbai is a small part compared to the entire country. So all over India, discus keeping is increasing very steeply, and we are looking at much larger population of people coming into discus hobby.
When I first came to India in 2005, the first state that I went to was Bangalore. And those discus hobbies were in the so-called beginner stage, where there were not many good breeders, even not many tanks per house that I visited. And I think for the last more than 20 years, right?
Okay.
It has graduated into a very powerful, effective hobby for the discus.
Okay.
And I'm proud and I'm also honored to be here this time to witness the first discus competition for India. And the number of entries even amused me because the quantity is not what Singapore started the first time 20 years ago. It is now 140 tanks, and I think it's quite encouraging amount to start with. And I think India has grown, and we need this boost. And also further to gain knowledge, to improve on the fish, to get more hobbies interested in this fish, which is a very beautiful fish, which has been known to many all around the world as the king of all fishes.
That's good. I mean, we are very happy that as per you, out of the 20 years that you have seen, that 140 plus entries for a competition is very encouraging to start with.
Yes, it's very encouraging. 140 is not a joke,
Yeah,
And definitely, as you say, to have the competition at Mumbai is the best center for everybody. You can't have it in Connecticut or Cochin or Vijayawada, which I've visited. And this is a right center location for everybody to come.
Yeah,
And I hope, actually, in fact, after this show, more shows will be coming in the future, and more competitors coming in to join. And it's important also that through this first event, and maybe my talk, people will learn how to appreciate discus more.
True.
And have confidence in growing up their discus the right way. Because there are a lot of myths around, that discus is hard to keep and it's a waste of time, or maybe even very disappointing along the process, along the journey through discus. But I've been keeping discus as a hobby since I was 18 years old, and now I'm 67. So it's about 49 years, and I haven't given up yet.
Good.
And I've created a name for myself, and also, not to boast, but I like to review that the many myths that people have, that they always have doubt, and it seems that many hobbyists feel that the internet are giving them wrong information. So this is an opportunity where you come face to face with Andrew So, and I'm telling you the truth. Just like my book.
That's the naked truth. Huh?
The naked, without me getting naked. Of course.
Okay. That's great. And yesterday we had a discussion with Mr. Cuneyt Birol,
Yes.
who came all the way from Turkey.
My buddy.
Yeah, your buddy, okay.
Your buddies for
And
a
not,
long
not
time
your
in life.
buddy, he's everybody. Okay. So he came all the way from Turkey and we had a discussion yesterday. Now, similar to what I asked Mr. Cuneyt yesterday, I just want to have your comment, your opinion about the quality of fishes. The quality of fishes which is displayed for the competition. These are all show grade, competition grade quality. How do you think we are in comparison to international standards?
It is pretty high. Actually, in fact, most of the fishes are pretty high in standard. But the thing is, more room to improve.
Okay.
Because we are exposed to the global arena,
Yes.
and there are always rooms for improvement.
Yes.
Right? No doubt the standard is good, and even if the competition, during the competition, a fish gets a grand champion selected by the judges, but it doesn't mean that the fish is the best in the world. Just like in any competition, the fish can be considered the best of show for this show, but not the best fish in the world, because next year, through nurturing, through improvement in their management of the fish and innovation, they can even produce much nicer fish, So in every competition, the fish that won the grand champion, I have to be sometimes a bit disappointing. May not be the best discus in the world, because tomorrow there will be a better one. So this is only to show that this hobbyist or breeder has done his best to produce his best. And every fish is a champion to me, because every discus is a beauty. But it's just that whether this fish is prettier or more show model beauty than another fish for the time being, but not always.
Okay.
Because tomorrow, someone capitalize on the knowledge that I'm going to disseminate later on, maybe also from other readings.
Okay.
They could produce their own best. And remember, it's only their own best.
Okay.
It's not best for everyone. So, in competition, we need a fish to be a grand champion. We need a fish that is totally fraudless and the best in his own selection. Okay? And the loser of a show doesn't mean that his fish is lousy. He's still the best. Right? So, to all those who did not make it to the champion category, don't be discouraged. Next year, improve. You have 1 year, maybe 2 years. And then you start breeding, creating new fishes to compete again. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now, as you said that our discus standards are good, but we are not the best. Now, we have 2 days, 4th and 5th of June, with you and Mr. Cuneyt. How do you think that you will be able to complete the questions and answers and doubts and clarification and knowledge that you can impart to try and become the best in the world?
You have to connect with me.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to connect with me. Join my Telegram group.
Okay.
Join the Facebook.
Okay.
No, and they have a one-to-one or very personal consultation. I'm always open.
Okay.
This is advertisement break. Okay.
Yeah. Because I never keep. Because I don't like to keep the truth from readers and listeners, viewers.
Yes.
I like to share. Right? But the problem with many hobbyists, because they come to me and they ask me some very simple and stupid question, like how many fishes I must put in the tank. That you can refer to the internet or even the simple book,
Yes,
basic book.
Yes, yes.
You must ask me, Andrew, my fish got a problem. Tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Then I will help you. And in general, to most of my acquaintance, they have solved their problem after consulting me.
That's great. That's great. Mr. Andrew, you are an authority mainly in discus fish and also tropical fishes. I've heard that you have done wonders in the past with some fishes regarding the breeding, the quality of output that you gave. Now, I understand that you have also written many books. Now, we in India would like to have access to those books. And how do we get access to those books? Because they are very valuable. How do we do it?
Oh, very simple. Call me. Contact me.
Yeah.
Get connected with me. You know, even if you don't buy my book, I will disseminate information to help you.
That's great.
But if you want to know the basic, please buy my book.
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
And to many of the hobbies, the only you can don't buy my book. You can don't buy anything from me. And I for the last 49 years, I have been romancing with the discus.
Wow.
And some European commentator, when he got my first book, and he's mentioned, he says, you can see the fishes, the little fishes, little discus, swimming in Andrew's blood, because it's me. Because I tell you, my journey through Discus is horrible, horrifying. Why? Because every night I spend 8 hours, maybe every night. Night, not day.
And
Day I'm working.
May I say one word about your books,
Yeah.
with your permission, sir?
So yeah.
Well, I have a big library of aquarium books, and I believe I can easily say that I have 90% of all the Discus books published till today in the past. I read all of them, and nearly all of them go around the knowledge. I mean, never go to the core, never go to the points. But if till the day I read Andrew's books, I was thinking that all those books were just coffee table books, But his books are really reference books and go right to the core of the subject and tell what you should do for an illness or for a problem or for breathing. I can easily say they are the best written books in whole Discus history.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
it.
Cuneyt,
I mean, this is not a compliment.
I will pay you credit.
No,
$10.
I don't need. I don't need your payment.
No, but it's a fact.
No,
it's a
this-
fact.
but-
Even I have heard about your books. People are dying to get your books. People are dying to see you, to interact with you. So 4th and 5th are the 2 days that are available. It may be too short time, but we want to take maximum advantage of Mr. Andrew So and Mr. Cuneyt Birol that they are here. Pose them questions, get all the answers done, and we have a great Discus career.
But to be very frank, it's not an easy journey. I started at 49 years ago. Okay, I have, just like the many hobbies around, I have many failures. I have many tears shed for this hobby, and even in commercial level, I have shed many a time tears that I thought would be a failure. But then for my character, I do not stop at crying. Give me 5 minutes. When there's a problem, give me 5 minutes. And after the 5 minutes, it is called reinventing my work. And to be very frank, serious, to write a Discus book or two, or maybe the next third one, which is coming out, which is called Discus, the Further Truth. So it's not the lie that I have written before, because I wrote Discus, the Truth.
This is the first announcement, I believe.
Yeah. Discus, the Naked Truth. Then I came up with the second book, which is Discus, Problems and Solutions to solve your problem. The third one is not that I'm hiding any truth in the first two books, but then I say, let me release the further truth of what I know. So the title of the third book is called Discus, the Further Truth, or we call it Beyond the Truth, whichever. So I just have to tell you, because it's a very emotional kind of feeling I have when I'm talking about Discus, because I'm so engaged with Discus that I've been romancing. I feared. Then I have operated a big farm, about 2.5 hectares of farm, which is about 5 acres of land. And then I don't only indulge in Discus. If I only involved in production of Discus, then my knowledge will be shallow.
Okay.
Because so many years, what can you gain from there? So you try to learn the failures and the success from other fishes.
Okay.
So I have a big farm that grows live bearer and egg bearer.
Okay.
So through that experience, then I dare to write a book, the first book.
Okay.
And then share with whatever I know. Hopefully, I can solve your problem. Not that I'm the greatest. Of course, I'm not. But I share with you what I know.
Okay.
No? But don't ask me a question like, how many fishes should I put in the tank?
Okay.
That is very basic, right?
Right. Right.
Even a small little kid can tell you, right?
Yeah.
No? So there are many variables, in discus breeding. And then how to create a new strain, how to create this for the market. For us, we are not God. Though that we create fish, that we call it create fish, but we are not the creator.
Yes. Yes.
God is the creator.
Yes.
God gave us the tools and the
Intelligence.
the samples to try.
Okay.
We are only the hand of God. And then by doing that, I will give a very sincere advice. Please don't breed discus for the sake of breeding. This is in the past. When discus was so difficult to breed, then everybody who can breed discus, it's an achievement. To me, breeding discus is not an achievement. It's a norm going towards nothing. So what we need to do is to learn more about genetic and create a fish that you can call your own. No, if that's not the objective, if you just want to keep discus, then really you don't have to put your fish in competition. As far as I know, you can never win.
Now, coming back, as you know that India is a huge potential country. Now more and more people are coming out with discus, keeping discus hobby. What my request is, if you can have a special prize for India for buying your books, because India is going to want to buy volumes. So if you can give some special prize for India, I think that will help the country to.
You're right. If I'm selling to a wholesaler, of course I have to make some provision for profit for him to make money.
Yeah.
But if your words means that I have to give concession to those who cannot afford or try to bargain for a lower price, sorry, that is not Andrew So.
Okay.
Because let me tell you the philosophy of this. Now, for example, a person come to your shop, okay? He look at your discus. Nice? Okay. They ask you how much. And you say $100, right? He, being generous and has a trust in you, take out $100 and says, I buy the fish. Okay, fair enough, right? Another guy comes in and he look at the same similar fish and he asks you how much? $100. Then he says, but uncle, I see my wallet. I don't have $100. Can you sell me at 95? You know what I used to do? You don't know, right? I'm very crude. Not cruel, it's crude. I would say, you want 95. Okay, you wait. And I walk back in my office and I don't come out anymore. Okay. Why? What's the reason? Why I don't want to lower my price? Because what am I doing to him if I give him a lower price? Means that he has won in the bargaining power. He has won over me. Psychologically, I'm defeated.
Okay.
Second thing is that the first person who willingly give $100 without a bargain.
Yes. True.
He's a sucker.
Yes.
Because I give this fellow 35 because he bargained, because he's an idiot. And then this one pay $100 on demand. Don't you think that I'm treating him unfair? So True. This joker is a sucker. So you yeah, it's not my policy to treat a nice guy a sucker. So I don't even sell a single fish.
Oh, sorry.
I don't even sell a single fish to him.
Okay.
You know, that's what I do. And then when I started the fish shop, first fish shop in 1989, you know, there are people who come and look at the fish, select the fish, and then says, "Uncle, I want to buy this fish." Then I myself personally go and look through the fish that he wants. And if I find a single defect that I feel is a defect, it means a single defect, whether it's a fin torn or whatever, I just scope it up. You know where I do? I throw it in the gutter. I throw it in the drain. And I don't sell. Sorry, I'm not selling this fish. Because you want to sell this fish, you want to buy this fish, you pay the price. But I'm not going to tell you that just because this fish has defects, okay, I sell you cheaper, which usually customers do. Which this is not a good practice. I sell my price, and then there's no argument about it. Okay. I'm very crude, but this is the way. That's why back in 1990, everybody says, tell every potential buyer, if you want to buy quality fish, get from Nehru, but it's expensive. But if you want a cheap fish, okay, don't buy. Get out of the shop. This is true. Yeah. And I stay by my principle. Because I don't like to make people a sucker. You know? Yeah. So that's why even in my books, I tell everything, the truth. If you can learn, okay. If you don't learn, then you can ask me again. Okay. Even if you don't buy my book, you can join my group, my Telegram group. Right? But always, I keep on saying, don't ask stupid questions. Because many people ask me, what should I feed my discus? Oh God, you don't even have my book? Then they say, I don't have. But can you please slowly guide me? I want to improve. Then I say, very basic, simple. First thing to do, buy my book. Right? If you don't buy, then don't learn. No? Learn from other sources. Why agonize me? Because I'm telling everything the truth. You know?
True.
So, two principles I do. I don't sell shit fish. That means whatever I sell, it must be quality. Then you pay a good price. But if the fish is defective, I throw away. I don't even sell. Even if it is $50 or $20, says $20. I don't say, oh, this one have a broken fin, no, of defective. But then the customer tell me, Andrew, cheaper lah, $5. $5? Okay, I'll take the fish out, throw in the drain, and walk back in my office. I don't talk to you.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, all your
maybe I was a commando.
No, all your fish
That's
are
why
value for money.
I either kill or be killed. Never mind. Small matter. Right? Yes. That was how my name got into the market.
So we know for sure that when we buy your book, it is value for money. We don't have to see behind because you have that philosophy in you.
You used to buy my book. You used to buy my fish. This is the philosophy. Okay. You buy my book. This is also the same philosophy.
Okay.
Because you do not only buy my book. You have a personal engagement with me. That means you can talk to me. I'm around unless I'm expired. I'm gone. But then if not, everybody, I know many of the here, all the fan of Discus, not fan of me, fan of Discus. They know. They ask me questions. I have never once reluctant to answer. And even many of you have a big problem. Like they come to me and they say, hey Andrew, my fish, why suddenly it was all the time breeding and suddenly
stop breeding?
No, babies start to die. Oh, after it comes out, the fish swimmers start to stick to the body and immediately start to drop dead. This is a very common issue. Then the first question I asked him, because he looked for personal consultation with me. So I tell them, what did you do? Do a post-mortem. Look back what you have done, step by step. The last 3-4 days, what have you been doing? If you cannot find a solution, last 1 month, what have you been doing? And then suddenly, it's a hobbyist in India, no? I don't want to name the name, but it's a hobbyist in India. Well, telling me he suddenly have a problem. Then I asked him, did you have a same problem last time? He says no. But these few months, the problem came in. So then I asked him to do a post-mortem, back step the stages he have done. And finally I told him, it could be your water conditioner putting too much,
Okay.
because people start selling conditioner. Well, I don't want to name the company selling the water conditioner. It's not nice, not my ethic. Okay, because I don't want to create politics in this beautiful environment, this hobby. So I told him, very simple. Could you have put too much conditioner in your water tank? He said, no. I used to put that. I said, don't tell me, don't escape or you avoid the details. Tell me straight how much you put and how much you put now, because you got a new water tank. So he told me. So the water tank, then I realized that he was overdosing the water conditioner, which is a basic. After you can cut lah.
Okay, yeah.
So water conditioner. So anyway, so I told him, because many people sell the water conditioner like sodium thiosulfate in a different brand name, okay? Because too much, and that is also in my book, too much, then it start to clog up the unneutralized sodium thiosulfate. And then the babies got clot and suffocate, and they die. They drop dead. So I said, why not you make an adjustment? Do this. He's a friend, and he's a fan of me also. After that, 1 week later, he called me, wrote to me, hey, my problem solved. Now all my babies are sticking to the body and growing, and nothing wrong. So this is the thing we call engagement between you and me. You can buy my book. Of course, better buy my book. Old man can earn some money. So buy my book. If you don't buy my book, you still can ask me. But I hate stupid question, because stupid question is really stupid.
Okay. That's good. And we now are almost on the closure of our discussion. One question to Mr. Cuneyt Birol is that, like what I asked you, how do you find our discus fishes which are displayed in comparison to international competitions, and where do you feel that we can reach the topmost situation?
Well, the first thing I want to say is about the show itself before coming to the fish. As you know, I've been to many countries, and I've observed the setup of many shows. I have seen many success, but also many failures during the setup. And I can easily say that this show is already a success, because, I mean, I've been following what you have done just from the beginning. I mean, it's not more than 2 months, as much as I know.
Yes.
And in many countries, they work for at least 1 year to set up a show like this one. You have done a very successful
Thank you.
Organization in just 2 months. I mean, this is, as I tell.
So we can say India has talent.
Yeah, I mean, India's talent. I mean, also industrial people. I mean, working very hard,
Yeah.
and also real ambition and love of discus, I can say.
Okay.
And the setup is good. The water is good. Uh, Also, I mean, social media part looks good, and also when I checked the fish, I saw that it's not worse than the fish that we have been seeing in Europe
Okay.
or in South Asia
Okay.
or even in the other part of the world, in
Okay.
States, anywhere. Uh, I mean, when the results will be announced after we judge, you will see that the fish quality, I mean, the winners will not be less in quality than the winners of the other shows, which is taking place all over the world. I mean,
That's very good news for India.
it's really impressive,
Yeah.
and I mean, it is very promising for the future of the Indian discus keeping, and also very promising for the coming shows.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
good news.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Andrew. So,
Can I say one word?
Mr. Cuneyt
Can I say one word?
Yeah.
Okay. On the 5th is my seminar, my talk. I don't know. I'm long-winded and I like to talk, okay? Especially it's discus. It's like swimming inside me. I can, even in Telegram, when I answer a question, the question is only one sentence, but I answer with one paragraph.
Okay.
So I love talking about discus.
Okay.
So anyway, if you are interested, seriously, come on the 5th. Okay, it's a 2 hours talk. I didn't want less. I want 2 hours because I can talk like crazy. Okay, and then I'm sure you will learn a lot of things from the 2 hours. It's not a bullshit. Okay, you have to come.
I think on the 4th also, we expect the whole day with you, and there will not be a lot of question and answers and knowledge sharing. So 4th and 5th are 2 days where we are looking at to get maximum from you two guys, and we hope that India flourishes in future
We'll
in
do
discus
our
keeping.
best. I mean, I
Yeah.
can guarantee that
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Thank you very much.
we
Thank you.
Thank you.